be magic how inside your eyes I see my destiny. Said every time we kiss I feel you breathe your love so deep inside of me. Hey, Eduardo, I wasn't singing to you, bro. Just letting you know. Hey, well anyway, this is was it June 22nd, so it's a month before the fight. It's a month before the fight's even happening, so we're good, right? We're good? Okay. And this is for the July 23rd fight between Amir Khan and Zab Judah. That's for the WBA Super World Light Welterweight Title and the IBF Light Welterweight Title. And in this prediction vid, I will break down both fighters and then give my prediction at the end. You ready for it? I think some of you have been ready for this for like a month and a half now, at least. All right, so let's go. We'll start with Amir Khan, who's 25-1, no draws with 17 knockouts, 65% knockout ratio. He's getting into his prime. He's hitting his stride. I mean, he looked rough in his last fight, but that was more because of the hometown crowd and him really wanting to show them something. He pushed the knockout, and when you push a knockout and stuff like that, it usually doesn't come because your punches aren't landing crisp. You're trying to put too much energy behind them, and they're not getting the snap and pop that you need to get. So, you know, I think he learned from it, though. And what do we know about Khan? Speed, 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 and you know, he's like the speed Judah had when Judah was 25 or 26. You know, maybe even a little faster. He's got freakishly fast hands. He can outbox the boxer, as he did with Malignaggi. And Judah's not as good a boxer as Malignaggi, but he's got more power than Malignaggi. And he can outbox the puncher, or outpunch the puncher, and that was Maidana. And Judah can outbox Maidana. So what I'm trying to say is Judah's like that combination, that boxer-puncher thing that you really like to see. He's got a good D. It's high. He's very accurate. He went a bit wild in his last fight, but then again, forget about that. Forget about it. That is not him. That's not how he normally fights. He was trying to show off for his home crowd. Nice combos, nice straight right hands, lead right hands in there. He gets in, he gets out, works the head body very well, works the body very well. Uses his reach, he keeps you at distance, pounds the body, as I said. Chin still a question? Really? Is it still a question? I mean, I don't know of many fighters that have let Maidana punch him in the face and he's still standing. I mean, Eric Morales pulled it off, which was amazing. He's an excellent boxer. He does have heart. He is willing to fight. And this is by far his toughest test to date. I will say that. Going over to Zab Judah, who's 41-6 with no draws, 28 knockouts for 57% knockout ratio. Is he undergoing a rebirth? I mean, 3 knockouts in his last 4 fights. Light welterweight seems to be a fit for him. His only one loss at light welterweight was to Costa Zoo. And that was a pretty big loss. And he was been knocked down in his last 2 fights. However, the last fight he was knocked down in really wasn't that big. You know what I mean? They say he's a bit chinny. He has been knocked out, but those were by bigger fighters. You know, bigger punchers, Claudia and Tszyu. Old habits do die hard when you start looking at that, as far as his stamina and his ability to go late into fights. Questionable win over Matisse. He was fading in the later rounds in that fight. He starts fast. He is fast. Okay? Let's not forget that. Lots of jabs. When you look at his average punch count, he throws about 65% of all his punches thrown are jabs. Not power shots, jabs. You know, 78% were in the Matisse fight. 78% of his punches were jabs. Just throwing that out there too. The lighter weight seems to help him because he's not fighting the bigger fighters anymore. Maybe fighters that don't have as much power. Maybe helps his chin as well. You know, so, you know, that's what you look for. He's always had the potential to be an absolute elite fighter, but because he was a bit of a head case when he was younger, it kind of took that away. And it's hard to regain that elite 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the road when you finally get your head together, because your body doesn't work the same way it did when, you know, it was 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. He can box, he can bang, he can throw the combos. He has deadly counters. He's slick. His D is a bit suspect, you know, with better boxers. Speed is still there, but it's not as fast. The pop isn't there like it used to be, I don't think. He will work the body, throws with aggression. He can get wild. He's rough and dirty at any time. That can happen with him. If he loses his head a little bit, he can get dirty real quick. Learning from one of the best in Pernell Whitaker. I have all the confidence in the world in that man. I followed him when he was fighting, so I really respect him. He's not as active, and what I mean by that is he's only throwing about 50 punches around, if that, in the fights. And he looked fast against Mabuza and Matisse, but that's because they're horribly slow fighters. And the biggest question you have is, will he stick to his game plan? Will he be able to hold it in? Now, when I go over those and you compare them and think about it, I have Khan winning this by a decision. And let me give you some of my things here. Judah hasn't faced the speed of Khan since Mayweather. He has not faced a fighter who is as fast. And Khan may be even faster than Mayweather, in all honesty, when you start thinking about that. When he gets frustrated, he tends to regress, and he does get off his game plan. He still has the power, but you notice some of that zip is gone. And if you look at the fighters that he's fought, and I'm talking about Judah, you can see that he's fighting guys that aren't fast, that can't really get to him as well. He's able to keep it. Judah does really good with his counters by suckering you in, just like he knocked out Mabuza. The problem is that Khan doesn't do that. Khan gets in, pop, and he's coming out. He does not come in and stay in to get that counter. Khan fights you at a distance. He is not looking to close that distance. He's not looking to fight inside, as would be Mabuza or Matisse. That's not Khan's game plan. Khan uses his speed, and I believe he's faster than Judah at this point in their careers, and he keeps that distance. And being the taller fighter, and with the reach, I believe he's going to keep Judah at reach. Judah's going to have to take some risks, and that's where Judah gets caught. Now, as I said, Judah starts out fast. So the first 3 to 4 rounds of this fight are going to be absolutely amazing. I think this has Fight of the Year candidate on it. But it also has that Bradley Alexander quality that could happen if Judah resides to just staying back and fighting at that distance that Khan creates. It could seem like almost a boring fight. I think Judah will bring it, and it's going to be great. Now, I mentioned about the jabbing percentage, and with Judah, the 5 or 6 fights I could find with CompuBox that actually had the punch totals and stuff, he averaged 50 or 65% of his punches were jabs. 35% were power. Khan, on the flip side of that, 47% of his punches were jabs, and 53% of his punches are power shots. So that tells you a little bit about it. Now, Judah is known for being able to carry power. He's a boxer-puncher. Then you look at Khan, and you would think Khan threw more jabs than that, but he doesn't. He fires that right hand, he's instantly coming with a hook. He hits with the hook, boom, and uppercuts flying up. You see what I'm saying? So the combos are different. Zab's is more of a double jab 1, and then, or double jab 2, however you want to word your stuff there, you know, double jab right hand, or left hand I should say. And then Khan is more of the jab, right, hook, uppercut, jab, right, hook, uppercut, you know, kind of puncher when they throw their combos. So there you have it. I hope this helps break it down, and God, I hope I'm right. Anyway, please comment, rate, subscribe, be my friend, be my friend. And you all have a great day, alright? This is Bigragu. I'm out.